Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for showing up, showing your girl some love. I have started this video over about 5 or 6 times, and this is gonna be the last time, you guys. So hopefully you will see this in the intro. Anyway, thank you for showing up, showing your girl some love. I have the long-awaited mango fragrance by the House of Unique Luxury, which is called Mangonifiscent. If you are interested in Mangonifiscent or some other mango fragrance recommendations that I have today, please continue to watch. You know, thumbs up, thumbs down, show your girl some love. You know, leave me your scent of the day down in the comments. Leave me your favorite mango fragrance or any mango fragrance recommendation after you have finished watching this video, because I might have the same thing that you have. So I have 6 or 7 other fragrances that we are going to be doing a very short review, or me recommending to you as well. But like I said, leave me down in the comments some mango fragrances. I do have Ice Star, I think it is. I'm not going to be talking about that one today because I do love it, but I didn't want to, I wouldn't personally recommend Ice Star unless you were like a teenager. So we're gonna leave Ice Star alone for some other time. So anyway, let's get to it. So the fragrance that we're gonna be discussing today, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I did a reel over there. I always do previews to show you all what will be talking about over here, maybe in the weeks to come, or a day or so, you know. You never know when I'm up for reviewing or filming a video. So Unique Luxury, everybody knows and loves the famous Crush on Me, which is like a caramel, gingery, patchouli fragrance. I absolutely love that one as well. It's super heavy on the patchouli. This house is known to use, to my nose, to use a lot of patchouli in their fragrance. So they have a kind of like a sort of DNA, a Unique Luxury DNA to me. They are not considered a clone or dupe house, but some of their fragrances are similar to others. You know, like which one? Aphrodisiac Touch is absolutely like original. Absolutely love that fragrance. Chocolate Makes Me Happy, which is a beautiful vetiver chocolate, gingery fragrance, very unique, you know. They do have some beautiful offers, and go check them out. They also have a discovery kit as well. This video is not sponsored, okay? But I do absolutely love some of the offerings from the fragrance house. So today we're going to be talking about Mangonifiscent. I love their packaging. You know, they always give you this artistry or artwork on their packaging. This looks very romantic, you know. It almost looks like, I don't want to say Pocahontas and John Smith, but, you know, it kind of reminds me of Pocahontas and John Smith, I think his name was, which was not a good story, you know. They make it out to be, but it was not a good story. So anyway, this is Unique's Luxury Mangonifiscent. It still comes in packaged in the beautiful red box. The older ones have like a black container, but most of the ones that I have, they came in the red packaging. So beautiful red packaging. Packaging is amazing, y'all, from the bottle to the box, you know, to the delivery, all of that. But I do love the artistry and all the color. You know, I love color. I think everybody needs color in their life just to brighten up their day. It stimulates your mind, you know, all that good stuff. So anyway, love this. It just reminds me, it looks like they're on the beach surfing. There's mangoes there that they have cut up already. She has mangoes on her head, and then you see the woman in the back and the child. They're carrying a basket of mangoes in the sunset, you know, so romantic and lovely, you all, with some surfboards, okay? Anyways, looks like a Hawaiian setting. So, beautiful packaging. It comes housed in a very secure box. It's a 100 ml, and it comes with this beautiful card of information about the house. Very informative, the notes and all that stuff. And I'm not sure as to what this is. Oh, it tells you how to store and take care of your fragrance, you know? So they want you to do well by your fragrance, because I'm sure they spent a lot of time and energy, you know, on their fragrance house. So anyway, very nice. So this is the bottle. I was really excited. You know, they have Mashumato. I originally talked to the owner of Unique Luxury back, I think last summer or last spring, about a year ago. And he did mention Marshmallow. He said it was going to have the most amazing marshmallow note, all that stuff. I do like the fragrance. It's okay, but I don't love it. So that's why you haven't seen it in my collection. But what I am obsessed with is the bottle. I literally want that red bottle. It's gorgeous. But the fragrance reminds me of a little, it kind of gives me Crush on Me still. With a little bit of woody spiciness and not too much marshmallow. I thought it would be more of like a woody, creamy, fluffy, you know, based marshmallow, but I'm still getting that patchouli. I'm getting some citruses, you know, all of that. So I thought it was a little too similar to my Crush on Me to pick that fragrance up, you know, but if you love those notes, go check it out, you know, and if you like Crush on Me and you want something a little woodier, spicier, kind of like, you know, by the fireplace meets Crush on Me with a little marshmallow, then you might want to go check out Marshmallow, and the bottle's stunning, y'all. So anyway, Mangonifiscent, gorgeous, gorgeous green bottle, beautiful caps. They have the most stunning caps, heavy caps as well, you know, inside. I think this is a plastic, but you guys probably don't care. But you know that crystal inside, stunning. Okay, so in this fragrance, Mangonifiscent, you know, all of that. So it's an extrait de parfum, and it comes in 100 mLs, and it retails for about $340 or $350, depending on your shipping or wherever you have, or wherever you're from. So this fragrance, it does remind me similar of something else, you know. But when I sprayed it, I was very surprised, okay? So in here, you have the notes of mango, okay? That's your top note, very forward. You have your bergamot, geranium, honey, rose, jasmine, sandalwood, patchouli, mossy notes, musk, and amber, y'all. So you got a ton of fruity notes, a little bit of earthiness, very fresh, and it's a little ambery as well. A little floral as well, y'all. To me, this fragrance does lean, I would say unisex, very fruity. But to me, because of the rose and the geranium, as it dries down, it kind of leans slightly feminine. But if you love a very good fruity note and you love a sweet fragrance, you know, because all sweet things are not just made for women. They're made for men as well. You guys are sweet as well. And you want to smell sweet as well. So yes, men, unisex, slightly leaning a little feminine, but definitely very fruity and unisex, y'all. If you like fragrances like Erba Pura, then you may, and you're a man or somebody that likes masculine fragrances, then you probably will love this fragrance here. So what I get from the fragrance is a beast. All of their fragrances are beasts, lasting at least 8 to 10 hours on your skin, on your clothes. Crush on Me, all the other fragrances, they literally last for days on days. I walked in my restroom 2-3 days later because I sprayed it on my clothes and the scent was in the air, you all. So their fragrances have amazing performance, you know, projection, performance, longevity, sillage is beast, all of that. So I know you guys like, let's get to it. So in the opening of this fragrance, it does remind me in the opening of another fragrance, and this is by the house of Kajal. When I sprayed this fragrance, I got the rich syrupiness of Almaz, okay? So this fragrance is similar to Almaz in the opening if you decide to spray it and you're like, oh my gosh. So it's very rich, it's very thick, it's very hefty, heavy, very syrupy in the opening, okay? You definitely get this is a dry down, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on this one so I can give it to you in real time, okay? So in the opening, I get a slight animalic note, which I think it is the honey. You know, there's no oud in here. You get that honey, you get the patchouli, you get a bright, juicy mango in the opening, but you definitely get that animalic note. It's mango, it's like a mango syrup with patchouli, it's ambery, and you get that really good honey note. So if you're not a fan of honey, maybe this one's not for you. I love a good honey note. It's not a super huge animalic honey. That honey scent kind of dies down after about 10-15 minutes, you know? And it turns into a fruity, ambery syrup scent. So you get that burst of mango in the opening. It transitions very quickly. This fragrance is very transitional. It's not linear. It transitions to a slightly warm, ambery, animalic, rich, fruity note. It almost smells like there's passion fruit in here as well, but there's none listed. But that mango and that bergamot in the opening is very bright, okay? So then as it dries down, you know, you get some rose, a little bit of greenness from the geranium. You get that about 30 minutes into the fragrance. But in the opening, it's juicy. It's not a watery juicy. It's a syrupy juicy, you know? Sweet, very sweet, not sickly sweet, because you have that geranium, you got some woody notes in here. You know, you have that bergamot to balance out the sweetness. So it's not overly sweet or sickly sweet, but it is a sweet fragrance. It's not, you get musk in here as well, but it's not musky like an Herba Pure. It's a very soft, very wearable musky fragrance, you know? I keep saying, you know, after everything. So, but you do get a dose of patchouli in this fragrance, okay? Like I said, Unique Luxury, they love patchouli, okay? You know, so as, what's his name? Sebastian says, if you're a patcho, you may love this fragrance, okay? And I'm a patcho, okay? To some extent. All right, so in the dry down, so that mango kind of slightly disappears a little bit, but I'm getting some rich, juicy fruits. I'm getting some geranium, some rose. I'm getting the amber a lot in this fragrance. Slight patchouli, but you still get those juicy fruits, but you don't get that burst of mango as you did in the opening. So the mango is still there, but like I said, 30 minutes into it, it kind of dries down a little bit. So it dries down, you get more of the florals in here, you get more greenness. And then after about 30 minutes, when it dries down, that mango starts to come back through again with a little bit of sweetness, greenness, a little ambery, and very tropical. This fragrance, my earrings were actually inspired by this fragrance. Mentally, I didn't purposely do it, but I was like, ooh, I'm feeling, you know, real carnival-ish, you know? So, you know, that carnival in Trinidad or in Canada, you know, so where you have on the beautiful, what do you call it? The beautiful outfits. I don't know what they're called, but this fragrance reminds me of a day in Carnival with a bunch of fruit stands, or rolling through Cartagena or Cuba, however you say it. It reminds me of those beautiful juicy fruit stands in Cuba, or all the beautiful music, you know, in Carnival. It's very cheerful, it's very bright, it's very happy, uplifting, it's sensual and sexy at the same time. And that's why I think this fragrance reminds me of those costumes, you know, where they're sheer and they're diamonds and they're, you know, they're luxurious and they show a little bit of skin as well, y'all. They're beautiful. So to me, this is like Carnival in a bottle, like a mango, a juicy mango Carnival in a bottle. It's beautiful, and I'm absolutely glad that I do have this fragrance in my collection. Like I said, the performance is amazing. It's great. It's Carnival in a bottle. You know, it's costume Carnival in a bottle. And it's a beautiful, it's going to be, even though it has patchouli and the ambery notes in it, I really think you can get away with wearing this fragrance in the summertime, summer days, evenings, and nights. It just all depends on how you spray. You can actually wear this fragrance in the fall and the winter as well, you know, so depending on how much you spray, you know, you can wear it in like 365 days a year. Sometimes I do want those, you know, bright, juicy fruits and florals in the winter as well, you know, those tropical scents in the winter as well, when I don't want, you know, amber and oud and, you know, spicy vanilla all the time, you know. So anyway, it gets a little, you know, you really get a good dose of patchouli in this fragrance. Patchouli, mango, bergamot, earthiness from the geranium, a little bit of rose to add a little bit of, you know, maybe sophistication or edge to it, you know. But it's a really nice fragrance. I do love Unique Luxury Mangonifiscent. It's a good one, y'all. Get your nose on it. Is it worth the price of tea in China? That is up for you to decide. You know, I don't know. It's a bit expensive, you know, for a 100 ml, but it is an extrait and it will last you a long time. And like I said, 4 times is enough to spray. So this bottle will last you a long time. And that's up for you all to decide if it's worth the $340, $350. But it's a good one, y'all, okay? So anyway, the next one I'm going to show you next is just some layering scents. You know, when I think about this fragrance, I think about the Mango Papaya. I've worn it with Tipsy Goat Company's Mango Papaya Whipped Body Butter. Beautiful fragrance. I mean, beautiful scent. Smells very, very good, but you definitely get more papaya in here than mango. Also, this is really juicy. Love it on my skin, like all of that. By The Body Shop, Mango Body Yogurt is my go-to. I have like 3 jars of this stuff, y'all. This one's almost empty. This is fabulous. If you want a good mango bright scent, and this spreads over your skin like yogurt, on top of giving you the hydration, y'all, get your nose on it. Not sticky, you know, because initially I didn't want to buy this about a year ago because I thought it was going to be sticky, being that, you know, it's named yogurt. It leaves your skin very smooth, non-sticky, non-greasy, all of that. I love this. Actually, took this over to Zanzibar and wore it with my toes from Zanzibar, and it was in the heat, so I didn't want to put on a lot of shea butter in the heat. This body yogurt is perfect for the summertime and the heat, y'all. Get your nose on that. So I'm going to talk to you about 6 other fragrances very fast. Not very fast. I'm going to take my time in explaining things, y'all. So I have completely fallen back in love with Cruz del Sur 2. Initially, if you saw my Xerjoff fragrance review about 3 years ago, I thought this smelled a little rancid, like rancid mangoes. I didn't get the earthiness and the greenness that this fragrance gives today, but today, y'all, this is absolutely amazing. I wanted to come in a 100 ml bottle, but it's a beast, you know? Xerjoff Cruz del Sur 2 is a very fresh green mango. Like I said, it reminds me of those mangoes that are actually green, but they're super juicy and ripened in the inside. But the outside of the color of the mango does not change. It's green, so it looks unripened. But this fragrance, Cruz del Sur 2, y'all, one of my favorite mango fragrances today. I would say this is my second favorite mango fragrance in my entire collection. Love it. It's a milky, creamy, earthy, fresh green mango. There's milk in here. It smells like there's caramel in here, but there's not. There's loads of vanilla. There's milk. There's dried fruits in here. There's guava. There's pineapple in here. Absolutely stunning, very particular mango fragrance. So it is not a safe blind buy, but get your nose on it. Cruz del Sur 2 by my favorite fragrance niche house, Xerjoff, y'all. That was like a tongue twister. So my number 1 favorite mango fragrance, undefeated, okay, Vilheim Perfumery's Mango Skin. I've been talking about this for years, y'all. Gorgeous. I'm wondering if they changed their notes, because I went to look on the notes, look at the notes on Vilheim Perfumery site. And initially, when I purchased this fragrance about 3 years ago, it was red wine in the notes. I get red wine, the scent of like a vintage smelling red wine in this fragrance. All of a sudden, it doesn't list red wine in the notes anymore on the site. So I'm like, what is going on, you know? But I get that scent of red wine in the fragrance, you know? Almost like you, not a fresh red wine, almost like you sat a glass of red wine on the counter overnight. You didn't have it covered or anything, not in the bottle, just in the glass. And it's fermented even more, you know? It's gotten a little, you know, not condensed really, but yeah, it smells like a glass of red wine that has been sitting on the counter for a couple of days, you know? I drink a lot of Lambrusco, so it smells like a red Lambrusco to me without the fizziness in here. So, drop the top. So anyway, the notes that I list now is some of the notes. You get a lot of that blackberry in here. You get mango, you get orris, you get jasmine, and it says you get black pepper. This fragrance, I don't know where the black pepper is coming from, but I don't get it. It's not even spicy to me. It's rich, like I said, in mango, a very realistic, bright, juicy mango with some woodiness. And this is my #1 mango fragrance by Vilheim Perfumery, y'all. #1, and then #2 would actually be Cruz del Sur 2. My next one, I would consider this, yeah, my #2 as well. Anyway, because it doesn't state that there's mango in this fragrance. This is ERBA Gold, but I smell mango. I smell yellow fruits. I smell peaches. I smell apricots in this fragrance. I love this fragrance. This is absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and I do love this more than ERBA Pura. This is ERBA Gold by the House of Xerjoff. It gives you that, yeah, the sweetness still of ERBA Gold, you know, of ERBA Pura, you know, the tropical passion fruit, but it also gives you a bunch of other yellow fruits as well. Like I said, I get peaches, I get apricots, almost stewed, sweet. Peaches, apricot, I get a little bit of orris in here. I get juiciness, I get brightness in this fragrance. Apparently, the extension of Xerjoff, Suspiro, has a ERBA Gold, or is coming out with a ERBA Gold. I don't think Xerjoff will no longer carry this fragrance. Somebody asked me about my ERBA Pura if I had a 1 or 2 inside of the cap. If you even understand what that means, please leave me down in the comments if you know what a 1 or a 2 means inside of the cap. In this one, in this ERBA Gold, there's a #3. So I'm not understanding. I tried to Google it, couldn't find it. But anyway, ERBA Gold is the most amazing mango, passion fruit, citrusy, just a bowl of condensed tropical fruit fragrance scent. And I love it. One of my favorite fragrances for the summertime or when I'm going on a vacation, I am definitely grabbing this fragrance. All right, the next one that you guys heard me chit chat about that I do like, you know, I don't love it, but I really, really like it, by Stefan Humbert Lucas. This is God of Fire. God of Fire is just a little screechy for me, but I'm getting the understanding of what you all are loving in this fragrance. To me, I love my Tales from Zanzibar more because it's just giving me more fruitiness, slightly sweetness. This one, I get no sweetness from it at all. I get a lot of fruitiness, a lot of booziness from this fragrance. It smells like a white Jamaican rum to me with a really juicy mango on top. And there's a bitterness to this fragrance as well. You get a lot of that ginger in here that I absolutely love, you know, so I really, really like this fragrance, but I also love the Dapper's version of God of Fire. It gives me a little sweetness, but you still get that same booziness, bright mango, the earthiness. You get the same in God of Fire that you get in here, but for some reason, this one smells a little more well blended to me than God of Fire. So this is Dapper's version of God of Fire. Slightly sweeter, but this is not too sweet at all. But I'm getting the perfect God of Fire and Dapper that I absolutely love and head over heels for. And I just layer the two, y'all. So I get what I want on top of this beautiful bottle as well. Anyway, God of Fire by Stefan Humbert Lucas. Last but not least, I didn't want to give you a ton of mango fragrances. I do have a couple other ones. Maybe I'll do another review later on in the summer. It is still spring. So this one is by the House of Oud Keep Glaze. Now in here you have your whipped cream. You have some mango. I think there's pineapple. There's the lemon in here as well. Let's see, and Keep Glaze, you have some coconut. You do get the coconut, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. Keep Glaze is really good, but you know what this reminds me of? Some people say this smells a little synthetic. I get that, you know, I get icing in this fragrance, you know? So, and maybe it's the synthetic coconut that you guys are getting. I don't know, you know? But I really do love this fragrance, but this fragrance smells like a Danish to me. It smells like those Danishes that come in the plastic wrap, but it smells like a mango Danish because you get I get a Danish. I get bread in here. I get a Danish with some mango filling, like glazed mango filling on the inside, layered with like, or drizzled with a lemon glaze as well, or like a mango jelly, like a Danish with a mango jelly with a lemon glaze on top of it. So you do get that, you know, you get that like, yeah, it smells like a Danish to me, you know, because you get that sweetness, like a powdery coconut as well, which is giving me that bready scent, y'all. I absolutely love Keep Glaze by the House of Oud. That is all. So, you know, let me know, like I said, down in the comments, your favorite mango scent, or if you have any other mango fragrances. Like I said, I do have Ice Star. There's a couple of other ones. I do have another mango fragrance review. I will try to pull that up and link it down below if I remember, y'all. But I have another 1 or 2 other fragrance mango reviews from years prior. Go out to the world, spread amazing sillage, have an amazing day, do good, be good, all of that. And let me know if you are interested in Mangonifiscent, or, you know, you're going to wait until, you know, you catch a good sale, y'all. Anyway, love you all. Bye-bye. Mwah.